Welcome to another wonderful edition of the Mashup in GH. I call it the Mashup in GH because this is a compilation of all the leading entertainment stories here in Ghana. My name is Sammy Flex, bringing you this on the quick news. It is happening on Sammy Flex TV. And I keep telling you that you can always share this with someone and subscribe to this channel so that you can always get the latest information from the quick news. I know you are so busy, you don't get to read all these stories. Therefore, we are putting them together just for your enjoyment. Today's edition is packed and you are going to enjoy more. Shout outs to my production crew led by K-Boy Multimedia as well as Currency, making sure we are all good. But we are still refreshing ourselves with something from Verna Water. Of course, we need more energy with Rush Energy Drink. Moving on straight to the first story of the day. There is a young artist in Dansoman called Edoh. Edoh is one fine boy, one fine man. He is just 21 years of age. Now, I've met him on radio for an interview, and interestingly, Edoh has told me something revealing. He has a song called Suicide, and in this song, he seems to be promoting suicide, he seems to be projecting suicide, and some people, or I can even tell you that a guy in University of Development Studies, that is UDS at Nyankpala campus, has even committed suicide with a song. For information, the guy shared the song on his status, and when we checked in his room, he had committed suicide. Today, I wanted him to explain this song because the song is good. It's a song I am enjoying, and I know so many people are also enjoying on radio. But if it is to promote suicide, then we cannot continue to promote the song on radio. Edoh explained this way this morning on Showbiz Agenda live on Xylophone FM. Listen to Edoh. I see. How close have you gone to committing suicide?
You know, me actually, I've been thinking about those kind of stuff, but I've never practiced before. Back then, I would have been thinking like, Sammy will cry. Like, I don't know, I don't have any meaning. I don't have what is there? I slept one day and I dreamt that I committed suicide in my dream. Like I was dying. I woke up that.
Also, Diana, what committed suicide? What who dying?
Yes, and it was 2020. I quite remember
the year was 2020.
2020. So when I woke up, I was shivering. The first thing I did was I took my phone and started writing 2020. And the second thing I could even think of was my mom. I wrote the song in such a way that that's what the suicide victims are going through. Like I wrote the song to represent the victims. Like I didn't write the song to motivate someone. I wrote the song to tell people what the suicide victims are really going through.
What they are thinking about.
They are thinking about. Oh yeah, I know that. They say nothing can save me. But I cannot be quiet and sit there like a baby. So I'm singing this song if only they can hear me. This letter I'm writing, I don't know if you understand me. No, I ain't scared. I ain't scared about what is coming. If there's no other way to stop it, then I'm ready. Please tell my people they should never be worried. To all my loved ones, I'm really, really sorry.
Alright, so you heard it straight from the horse's own mouth. His name is Edoh. But this is my caution to you, creative people. Anytime you are putting out some of these content, make sure you find a nice way to explain it to the people so they don't get it wrong. Because the guy who died at the Nyankpala campus, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Maybe he did not understand the song. But then after listening to Edoh, please, you can enjoy the song for its creative piece, but make sure you don't enjoy it to commit suicide. For your information, thank you so much for getting this. It is still the quick news here on Sammy Flex TV, and we are moving on to our next story. I believe you know Fancy Gadam, aka Gadam Nation. He is one chap who is making it very big in the northern region. If you are following him and what he is doing, you realize that he is successful in the area of music, especially up north. Now, one thing is clear. He has put together all the best of concerts in the northern region, and today I want you to know that he is talking about something that happened to him last year, that is in the year 2018, when some of his concerts failed because of some accidents. 4 of his fans died, and I can also tell you on authority that 2 staff members from Xylophone Media also died out of the process. Now, that particular issue took him through some trauma. He told us this morning that he nearly stopped music. First of all, he was labeled as a ritualist, someone who used the people who died for blood money, according to Mayor of Tamale, that is Abu Superior. And Fancy Gadam tells us that, as a matter of fact, when all these issues were going on in his career at the time, he nearly stopped music. His explanation will touch you. Listen to Fancy Gadam and let's get some information from him.
That's what's up, because the 2018 was hard for me, so I was totally off in 2018 because of the incident that happened. I was totally off.
Who was at the airport that you guys were going to pick him?
Myself and Patoranking was already at the airport with the fans, and some few fans were also coming from Tamale, like the city itself, the town center of Tamale, to the airport. Like 4 of them. I had that accident on the way, coming to pick myself and Patoranking at the airport. Me, I didn't even know that something happened. Not until I got to town and people was like, but what's happening? My mom didn't tell me, but they knew. But I am sure they didn't want to tell me so that
your spirit
my
to go down.
Come down.
Yeah.
So me, I didn't know. I was just on the street cheering people. Oh, by the close of the floating, I got to realize people died. I saw videos, and myself and my team, we said that no matter how much we spend on that concert, people can lose their life, and we are still going on with the concept. So we have to cancel the program. For my fan base, 4 people died.
Did you suspect some people were after you, maybe spiritually or physically during that time?
I give everything to Almighty Allah. I don't believe in those things like somebody will do something to get me. No. It won't work because I have God.
Musa Superior.
Yeah.
I learned you guys had some issues with him. He said you and some people couldn't do anything in the town. You couldn't perform. You guys should just shush.
It was just like they can't leave Tamale for me to be using it. I can't be using people for blood. I don't know. I can't really.
So what it means is that he saw in the spiritual realm that you were using the people for rituals.
No,
he saw it. I mean, he's also a spiritual person.
So you are saying it, so me, I don't know.
That is why he said you couldn't do that anymore.
So
that's why he warned you that, Fancy, no more blood shedding for your rituals.
Whatever I'm doing, I am looking up to God. And that year was very bad for me, so I just say no. I nearly quit music. I nearly give up for my career.
So you got the explanation from Fancy Gadam, and this is what I want you to know. We should be careful what we say to these creative people. We should be careful how we deal with them, because if Fancy Gadam had stopped music, I'm sure he would have blamed the mayor of Tamale or some people like that. So Fancy Gadam has a new one. It is called Ebeyeye. If you are a lover of Gadam Nation, please go online, watch the video, and of course the song is also a beautiful piece we are all enjoying. The quick news, we give you everything you need here on Sammy Flex TV every weekday at 9 p.m. Moving on to our next story. There's xenophobia issues. They don't seem to be ending very soon. And if you are a follower of world news, especially those who are following news from Africa, I believe you've heard so much. Now, Jamaican artist Mr. Vegas, I believe you know Mr. Vegas, is also following proceedings here in Africa, and he thinks he has an opinion on this to share. He is saying that almost all entertainers, almost all celebrities in Africa should boycott every activity in South Africa. And of course, there are some 1 or 2 people who are talking about it. Tiwa Savage is saying same, Basket Mouth is saying same, and of course, Burna Boy, yesterday we told you about it, he is also saying same. If you think Mr. Vegas is right, you can share your opinion with us. If you think he's not right, same way, you can share your opinion with us here on Sammy Flex TV. Mr. Vegas says that all African artists or celebrities boycott everything South Africa. Listen to Mr. Vegas in this video.
Hail up all brothers and sisters, this is Mr. Vegas, aka Subi. Now, I want to send this message to all the xenophobic brothers and sisters in South Africa. If Michael Jackson was alive today, he would have been ashamed of what you're doing. Michael Jackson and others, Stevie Wonder, and all the great artists, black and white, came together and recorded a song, We Are the World, to show the world how much we stood by you. And the same thing that was done to you in apartheid is the same thing you're now doing to your own brothers and sisters from neighboring country. Africa is one continent. People divided Africa to divide us. And you are doing the exact same thing that the dividers did. Artists around the world, you should not perform in South Africa. Let these brothers and sisters know that what they're doing is evil. You are evil. You are cruel. You are wicked. These videos that are circulating is worse than what President Botha did to you. So many people stood by you. And look at what your thanks is. Look at how grateful you are. Killing your own brothers and sisters over jobs. You're evil. No artist should go to South Africa and perform. We should put a ban on ever performing for you guys. You're evil.
All right, so this is just a call to action. If you are a celebrity in Africa, I believe this is the time for you to also add your voice. And as it stands now, so many celebrities have added their voice to this call, especially from Mr. Vegas. Now, there is also one interesting story I would want to share with you. If you are following the movie industry in Ghana, then it is obvious that you know one actress called Bibi Bright. Bibi Bright was signed on to Xylophone Films when Xylophone Films was very active. She has said something, and this story is on zionfelix.net. I want to share this story with you, whether she is also right or maybe wrong. Stop using South Africa's MTN. You know, MTN is a South African owned organization, and according to Bibi Bright, because of what is happening in South Africa, she is forcing people to boycott all activities with MTN. Now, I'm going to read this to you so you know what exactly she is talking about. Now, the story on Zion Felix reads, Ghanaian actress Bibi Bright has advised her country folks to stop using MTN, which is a South African telecommunication company. Bibi's call comes on the heels of the recent xenophobic attacks in some parts of South Africa on Nigerians and other foreigners, which have claimed about 5 lives and many others injured. In a post on her Instagram page, which was cited by zionfelix.net, the actress wrote, "Just left the Glow office. Ported my number from MTN, South African company, to Glow, my brother Nigerian company. Today it is Nigerians. Tomorrow it may be Ghanaians in SA being killed. Let's not wait till it is our turn." She added, "Ghanaian celebrities, throw your weight behind Nigeria. The pain these videos caused me as a Ghanaian, I can imagine what our brothers and sisters in Nigeria are going through. No one deserves to die this way. This is too much. For South Africans to do this to us, this isn't their first time. It will not be their last," Bibi Bright concluded. And she added that, "I urge all my colleagues to entreat their fan base to port from MTN to Glow." This is a serious call coming from Bibi Bright. I know so many things about Bibi Bright. She is very influential. She is a member of one organization which is closer to the NPP government and all that. Therefore, whatever she is saying is a serious call. If you are listening to me and you feel that she is right, once again, you can share with us. If you think, okay, we've not gotten there, MTN South Africa might be in troubles, but MTN Ghana is not going through any troubles. Let's continue to do business with them. If you also think that, yes, she has a great cause, let's ignore them. That is also your business. You can only get this here on the Quick News on Sammy Flex TV. We're going straight to our very last story for today. That is the Quick News here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, it comes your way every day at 9 p.m. Every weekday at 9 p.m. Now, Fela Makafui and her boyfriend Medikal are having a good time. They are Ghana's Beyonce and maybe Jay-Z. And after their trip, they have shared some information online that I want you to know. A story captured by GHBase.com says, "Our Europe tour is over. We are back in Ghana." A statement from Fela Makafui. Let me read this with you as well. After days of touring some chief cities in Europe with the Omwada tour, Fela Makafui has announced that he and his boyfriend Medikal are back in town. Fela Makafui really had a blast with this Europe tour, from riding on a scooter in Paris to taking some wild pose in Amsterdam. The former Yellow actress made sure she enjoyed every bit of the trip. Now, this is what she shared on her Instagram page. She posted, "Europe tour over. We back in good health A big thanks to Fox Entertainment, the King at Medikal for the memories, to our managers Flodeli and Richie, to all the fans who came out for us. We really do appreciate the love and support. Now back to business. You know how we do it. Back to back, back to back. I don't know if the latest trend in Ghana is to be going on tours with your loved ones, because Stonebwoy paved the way not long ago when he was doing his sugar tour. He was almost all over town with his wife, that is Dr. Louisa. And right after that, we also saw Fela Makafui and the boyfriend Medikal also touring Europe. Now I'm asking, who will Shatawale go with? Is it going to be Efia Edoh, or maybe he will go for Shatamichi for this tour? Well, your guess is as good as mine. And this will be the end of the quick news today here on Sammy Flex TV. Remember, it will come your way every weekday at 9 p.m. And of course, I also want to say thanks to those who are giving us water to refresh ourselves and energy drink to always make sure we have energy. And to my production crew, K-Boy Multimedia, as well as Currency, thanks for giving the world something to always watch every weekday at 9 p.m. My name is Sammy Flex. It has been the quick news here on Sammy Flex TV. Salute.